here with Bill Kwan. Bill Kwan from Lexus. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure chatting with you. And first of all, I'm just going to say, Bill's one of the coolest guys in this automotive space, not just because he let me track not one, but two LFA supercars. Two LFA supercars on the racetrack I got to drive. I don't know if I was allowed to say that on camera because you might get in trouble, but that was an amazing experience, and thank you for that. But now you guys are here to talk about the new Lexus IS.
Yes, all new for 2014. Behind us is IS. This is a 350F Sport. It's available in the 250, 350, rear-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive, and is available with F Sport package on all of those models. So pretty exciting. Right. And the interior is phenomenal. You get the sport seats, a new process of injecting the foam into the seats versus just putting a cover over it. Your typical seat assembly, you're pulling a cover over a foam. So there's gaps, it's not so tight. The IS, the front end's been tightened 20%. And because the chassis is so much stiffer with laser screw welding, adhesive bonding, and so forth, we were able to actually soften up the spring rate. So stiffer chassis, softer spring rate, so you get a really nice handling car, but without sacrifice in ride.
Right, so it's more comfortable. But that's just because you've loosened up the suspension a little bit, but all that twisting that's been eliminated from the chassis makes it handle so much better. And of course, the new design, right? You look at the previous LS or the IS, and you look at this one, and this has to be basically the Lexus logo. I don't know, maybe people seem to overlook the IS as, you know, the A4 and 3 Series competitor, because this is the coolest car. I mean, it really is one of the coolest cars out there. And Lexus should certainly be proud of the fact that they're always at the top of the quality ratings, you know, like JD Power and all that stuff. You guys are always basically at the top. So, I mean, how you guys continue to do that again and again and again really speaks highly to the, you know, your fanatical engineer who's sitting at home in his driving suit playing video games right now, figuring out how to build such a great quality car, right?
Yep. I mean, we're so proud of the heritage of having quality, durability, reliability, and we'll continue to strive for that. And also customer satisfaction. I mean, I think in the luxury segment before, they was like, yeah, okay, you can take it or leave it, you come in and you don't. But, you know, our philosophy is always treat a customer as a guest in our own homes. So, you know, they can always come to us. Not the car that needs the service, but, you know, we want to make sure the car starts, whether it's below 0 or 110 degrees. And, you know, it'll take you to point A to point B without a lot of maintenance.
Right. And we don't think about that necessarily here in LA because it's like 70 degrees 10 months a year, right?
Exactly.
So we don't think about all the durability testing that has to go into the car. Yep. Now, are we going to be able to see an ISF, like a real, not just the F-Sport package, but an ISF at some point?
Well, you know, in Tokyo, we just unveiled the RC350, which is the coupe version.
Of this?
I know they don't want us to say that. It's between the IS and GS. It's based on the GS platform with a GS suspension. You've driven the GS.
Yeah.
Phenomenal handling vehicle.
Yeah, I love that car.
So with a 350 powertrain, and in fact in Europe and Japan, they're going to offer a hybrid variant, which we're not going to offer here in the States.
Okay. Because we like power.
Because we like power. We like muscle. And I wouldn't be surprised, you know, somebody's going to shoehorn the 5-liter in there and make it a ISF or maybe a RCF.
Could be, right?
Yeah, it could be.
In a coupe form?
Yeah,
that'd be kind of awesome. So it's going to be a little bit bigger, right? So a coupe version would be a little bit larger chassis than this.
Yes.
Not quite the GS, because if you took 2 inches, 4 inches out of the GS and made it a coupe and maybe added 2 inches to this, somewhere in between.
You got it.
You've got your...
With a wider tracks with better handling, shorter wheelbase than a GS, so...
Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a fun car.
That's going to be great.
Great. So what else? Is there anything else new here that you want to mention?
You know, unfortunately, we have a 2014 CT200H with minor changes. We're unveiling in Guangzhou, so we don't want to scoop our Chinese brothers in China right now.
Yeah, we got to wait for them to do it, and then you can pull the car off, right? It sucks when they get you to the end of the day, and at the end, you get the last press conference, and then, you know, now you got to wait for the next day to do it. Unfortunately, we won't be here tomorrow, but hopefully we'll get some photos and stuff from you guys and be able to show that off. But Bill, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for coming.
Yeah, same here. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate your interest.